This is Diego from NutriAdmin, and this video will show you how the calendar works in NutriAdmin and how easy it is to send appointments to your clients as well. So they can, with one click, you can send them an email that will allow them to book an appointment into your schedule. So basically, this system is designed to make your workflow efficient, so you don't have to take care of all these logistics of setting appointments, and you don't need to have back and forth calls and waste a lot of time just with sorting out your schedule. So if you click on My Calendar, first of all, it's synchronized with Google Calendar. So if you have, if you use this service, you can link it with NutriAdmin. If you use any kind of other service like Outlook, Apple Email, almost every system is possible to synchronize it with Google Calendar. So you could even like synchronize any system with Google Calendar and then synchronize Google Calendar with NutriAdmin, and suddenly all of your calendars are synchronized. And you create an event in one system and it shows up in all of them. So you don't have to do all of this synchronization manually. Right, you can just click on a cell and create an appointment. It's going to let you choose, you can click in this simple interface and choose, okay, 5:05 and title called Diego. You can link it to a client, and this is useful because later on your client will be able, you will have all the appointment history for this client tied in a system, and you can just tick a box if you want to send the client now an appointment email that's going to say, hey, we have an appointment on Friday at this time. And you can also click this box so that the client gets a reminder email X amount of hours before the consultation. And this way, without just ticking two boxes, you can increase your client's compliance and reduce the number of clients that don't show up to the appointment because they forgot. Finally, this box allows you to add this event to Google Calendar. So I'm gonna click Add Event. And as you see here, it's gonna take care of the logistics. I cannot send a reminder event in the past. I mean, I just change it to 1 hour. So, you know, the system takes care of all these potential mistakes that you could make if you had to set all these appointments manually. Right. Now, let's talk about working schedules. So let's imagine perhaps you work at 3 different places that all have 3 different schedules. One place is only Fridays, one place is most of the week, one place is on the weekends. So you can configure all of this in NutriAdmin. As you can see here, I have 2 different schedules. The full working schedule has Monday 9 to 1 and then from 2 to 6. Different settings for other days. Wednesday is broken in 2 as well. And then there is a second schedule, which is Saturdays only, that has settings just on Saturdays. So let's imagine I'm going to send my client an appointment email. I can click on Send Appointment Slots and choose the client, Diego. Choose a schedule to use. So if this is the client, a client from a gym you work for, giving some classes only occasionally, you can, on Saturdays, let's say, you can choose Saturdays only, preview the email. This is what your client sees, by the way, with your logo, your email signature, and a button for them to book the appointment. You click on Send, and your clients can fill in this appointment from any device. They don't need any special software or anything. They just get an email and they can fill in. They can click a button from their phone or laptop or anything that has internet. And here we got the email. I sent it to myself, so I get it in here. This is what the client sees. They just click this button and they get this screen, which has basically, because we chose Saturdays only, they can only book Saturdays from 10 to 3. And it takes care of all these logistics like, okay, we set from 10 until 4, but because the appointments are set to 60 minutes, you can change this. Your client cannot book something at 3:30 because then the appointment would end up after your working hours. If you want to allow this possibility, you can just set that you finish your work at 4:30 to allow for possible contingencies. And your client just can click a box and say, I want to propose this date, and I'm going to click this one. I want to also propose this appointment date. whenever the client fills in this, ticks a box in here, you'll get a short email notification that'll say your client Diego just suggested a few appointments for you. And in NutriAdmin you get this green notification screen. You refresh, you're gonna get a notification in here saying that Diego just submitted his appointments. If you click on clients, Diego, appointments, there's this blue box prompting for your attention. Please choose the best day for an appointment with Diego. And it's 10 and 11:30, the dates that your client suggested. So I'm going to click confirm for 10. And there we go. I'm going to refresh the page. And if you go to my calendar, now there's an appointment with Diego on Saturday at 10. And this has been automatically pushed to Google Calendar and all these other services that you may use. And the client gets a confirmation. Hi Diego, below are the details of your appointment. So you don't have to do any of these logistics yourself. You don't have to send all of these emails, reminders, and go back and forth with suggestions. It just takes one click, really. And just quickly, I'm going to show the second schedule. I'm going to send to the same client this schedule that has different working days, because I want to show that NutriAdmin will also block appointments that may cause a conflict in your calendar. So if you're busy, you can set your your lunchtime. In this case, I set lunchtime for Mondays and Wednesdays. So you cannot book an appointment in the past, obviously. So for next week, it turns out that on Mondays, there is no slots between 12 and 2, because this is when I set my lunchtime. Lunchtime is very important. The same applies to, on Wednesday is different time, it's between 11 and 1, there is no appointments available. And weekends are not available either, because I configure so in the schedule. So your client can just click in here and select whatever date they want. And if you look actually on the previous week, so now it's Thursday, on Friday, the client will see that you're not available a bunch of times on Friday. And if you go back to the calendar in the screen, that is because on Friday you already set up some other appointments. This could be with other clients that you set from NutriAdmin. This could be some events that you pulled in from Google Calendar or other system. Let's say a seminar or a call that you have to make, anything personal. So all of this is synchronized, and pretty much with all these features and this calendar, NutriAdmin has been designed for nutritionists. There is reports, meal plans, recipes, a lot of features, but just with this calendar, perhaps you can save money, because rather than using one app for your calendar, one app for keeping your clients, one app for meal plans, one app for recipes, you just use one that has everything into one place. And this way you can save time and save money. So that's all for today. Basically, very easy to use. You send appointments with one click, your schedule is synchronized and organized, and it integrates with Google Calendar, and your clients get automatic emails with important details regarding appointments. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.